Hello friends, Standard 11 Chemistry, Unit 2 Structure of Atom, Part 10. In this part we learn about filling of orbitals in atom and electronic configuration of atom. First of all, let's see here basic idea about cell, subcell and orbitals. Here cell we called energy level. In first cell only one subcell, that is S, and its orbital is 1s, and it has number of electrons are 2. For second cell, S and P subcell, and its orbitals are 2s and 2p. 2s has maximum 2 electron, and here 2p has 3 orbitals, px, py and pz. So total number of electrons are 6. So in second cell maximum number of electrons are 8. Okay, and for first cell maximum number of electrons are 2. Then after n equal to 3, subcells are s, p, d, and their orbitals are 3s, 3p and 3d. Number of electrons are 2, for 3p 6, and for 3d 5 orbitals, and 5 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 10 electron. 2 plus 6 plus 10 equal to 18 electron. So in third cell total number of electrons 18 electrons. Now for fourth cell S, P, D and F, and their orbitals are 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f. Number of electrons are 2 electrons. Here for 4p 6 electrons, for 4d 10 electrons, and for 4f 14 electrons. Total number of electrons are 32. Okay, and this will be proved as per our 2n square rules also. Okay, now how the filling of orbitals in an atom. And here notation, orbital notation. For example, here 1s 2, here n that is cell number, okay, and s that is type of orbital, and 2 that is number of electron. Suppose here 2p 6, that means in second cell p that is orbital and 6 that is number of electrons. Okay, so this orbital notation. Now let's see here filling of orbitals are according to Aufbau Principle, and this Aufbau Principle is based on two rules. Number one, Pauli's exclusion principle, and number two, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. And third, that is relative energies of orbitals. Here this is very most important for examination aspects also. First of all, let's see relative energies of orbitals and how the filling of orbitals and their order. So first of all, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s and so on. Then after its second cell starts from 2p. Why 1p is not right here? Because 1p is not possible. Okay, so here 3p, 4p, 5p and 6p. Then after 3d, 4d, 5d and 6d, 4f, 5f and 6f. S his maximum number of electrons are 2. 3p is maximum 6 electrons. D maximum 10 electrons, and for F 14 electrons. Okay, now very most important, order in which orbitals are filled. So basically electrons enter into the orbitals and we need the concept about order of orbital. So for order of orbital we need to calculate relative energies of orbital, because Aufbau principle says that electrons first enter into the lowest energy level orbital and then it enters into the higher energy level orbital. Okay, so we have number of orbitals here, so we have to calculate their relative energies. Okay, let's see for 1s orbitals. Here for n equal to 1 and l equal to 0 for 1s orbital, so n plus l equal to 1 plus 0 and its value is n plus l. Now we have another orbital 2s and 2p and 3s also. So for 2s orbital n equal to 2 and l equal to 0, so n plus l equal to 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. Okay, now for 2p orbital, n equal to 2 and l equal to 1, so n plus l equal to 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So comparatively 1s has lower energy because its value of n plus l is lower, and here 2p has higher energy because their n plus l value is higher compared to 1s and 2s. So that's why basically electrons first enter into 1s orbital because it has lower energy. Okay, so this is the basic idea about Aufbau principle. It says in the ground state of atoms the orbitals are filled in order of their increasing energies. Therefore first of all it is electrons enter into 1s orbital, then after it enters into 2s orbital, then after it enters into 2p orbital. Okay, now for 3s orbital, 3p and 3d and 4s2 and so on. Okay, now let's check here. Suppose here for 2p its value is 3, and for 3s here its n plus l value is also 3. So which orbital has higher energy? Which has higher principal quantum number. So 3s has higher value of principal quantum number, that's why it has higher energy, and 2p has lower energy. So then electrons enter into the 2p orbital and then it enters into 3s orbital. Okay, so Aufbau principle here. Aufbau, that means to build up, and basically filling of orbitals with electrons. It says in the ground state of atoms, the orbitals are filled in order of their increasing energies. Okay, so here order in which orbitals are filled. Here again 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s and so on. Then after 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p and 6p, 3d, 4d, 5d and 6d and so on, and 4f, 5f, 6f and so on, 6, 10 and 14. Here now let's see this principle is, in another word, electrons of an atom first enters into empty orbital of lowest energy. Okay, so basically electrons first enter into lowest energy. When lowest energy orbitals are completely filled with electrons, then it enters into the orbital of higher energy. Electrons into empty orbital of lowest energy. When lowest energy of orbitals are completely filled with electron, it enters into the orbital of higher energy. So how we can write here order of orbitals? First of all, 1s has lower energy, so electrons enter into 1s orbital. 1s is less than here, in then after 2s orbital, then after it enters into 2p orbital, and then after it enters into 3s. Now for then after 3p, and then after 4s. Okay, so how is this possible? Basically, we have idea about relative energy. 3s and 3p. Here for 3s, n equal to 3 and l equal to 0, that's why n plus l equal to 3. And here for 4s, n equal to 4 and l equal to 0. So here n plus l value is higher for 4s, and 3s has lower value of n plus l. That's why 4s has higher energy and 3p has lower energy. So 3p is less than 4s, and then after either it enters into 5s, 4p or 4d, 3d. So here let's see, for 3d, n equal to 3 and l equal to 2, that's why n plus l equal to 5. And then after 4p, n equal to 4 and l equal to 1, that's why n plus l equal to 5. And then after 5s, n equal to 5 and l equal to 0, that's why n plus l equal to 5. So they have same value of n plus l. So 5s has higher value of principal quantum number, that's why 5s has higher energy compared to 3d and 4p. And between 3d and 4p, 4p has higher energy compared to 3d. So 3d has lowest energy compared to 4p and 5p. That's why 3 it enters into 3d, and then after 4p, and then after 5s. Okay, so 3d is less than 4p is less than 5s. Then after same, so particularly please remember this pattern. Okay friends, this is slightly different from your textbook, so please remember all these concepts. Okay, 5s, then after 4d, and then after 5p and 6s. So you can easily write from this concept. Just remember this pattern: 5f less than 60 and so on. Okay, so particularly in ground state of atoms, the orbitals are filled in order of their increasing energies, and this principle is, in another word, electron first occupy the lowest energy orbitals available to them and enters into higher energy orbital only after lower energy orbitals are filled. So electron first occupy lowest energy orbitals available to them and enter into higher energy orbitals only after lower energy orbitals are filled. So for this theory, very most important, explain Aufbau principle for 3 marks. Okay, and this principle is very most important for write down the electronic configuration of atoms. Okay, so please remember this pattern: 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p, 6p, 3d, 4d, 5d, and so on, and here 4f, 5f. Okay, 14 and 14. Next time we will discuss another topic. Thank you very much.